Okay, we're getting down to it. Last 4 trees. Here's number 9. Don't forget to head here. Find all the goodies. You know the spiel. I would love to have you join my team or hold a beginner class for me and earn some free stuff. And they're paying you $1 right now to join. You can also register for all my scrapbook retreats. I don't know why I'm struggling with that word lately. And workshops. Some have Zoom options. And you can find a link to the Creative Memories website where you can find some of the things we're using today. If you have any vellum scraps, you're going to want those. And let's go. Okay, so here's my vellum scraps. I'm going to build on this piece of Christmas cheer from the accessory pack. These are sold out, but I have some in stock. So if you want this beautiful plaid paper, let me know. And then I have some red cardstock for some photo mats. So the first thing I want to do with these scraps is make them square. So I'm just going to measure them. Looks like this one's, I'm going to cut it to 4.5 just to make it easier on my brain. So this is going to be a 4.5 inch square. And then what you're going to do is cut it in half diagonal. So you're going to put points on your cutting line and make 2 triangles. And then we'll do the same thing with this one. I want to make it a little smaller though, so let's cut this at 4. I could not tell you where I got this vellum paper, but I'm glad to be using it up. So we just want different size squares. This one is 3.25. So we can make our fun triangles. And then you're not going to believe what we're about to do. This one is, we're going to cut it at 2 3/4, I think. And looks like we have a 2 1/4. That doesn't look right. Oh, well, we'll fix it. Why does that still not look right? Well, it is right. It's just the pattern probably messing with my eyes. Okay, and this one, lastly, looks like it's at 2.5 or so. We'll just make it so. All right, so all those scraps are going to go in the trash. We don't need those, save those anymore. We might be able to make 2 trees out of what we got here. Okay, now what I want you to do, and don't freak out, I want you to ball them up. Crinkle them up as much as possible. I love doing this with vellum. It makes a fun texture for it. I don't know what it is, but I love it. Just crinkle all them babies up. Lots of fun texture. Is anyone freaking out yet? Vellum is always kind of hard for me. I don't usually know what to do with it. This is one thing I like to do. Okay. Now we need to lay them out by size and decide what we want to do here. And even sometimes when it gets torn, it looks cool. I love it. I can't tell if that's the same size. It is. This is a little guy. And now gotta straighten them all out. If you have the vellum tape runner, you can do that, or I like to just use a little bit of regular, and then if you rub it with your hand, or with your finger, or with your multi-purpose tool, most of the time you can't see it. The vellum works great too, though. Let's see, is this size? Yep. This is going to be the most time consuming of the whole page. This one's a different size. This one might be that one, yeah. I'm just stacking them because we should have 2 of each size, right? Whoa, that was a jumping piece. Okay, so obviously this is going to be our tippy top. And I think this one's going to be next. Let's see what this looks like if we are just to stack these that way, or do we want some more? We could make a smaller tree right next to it, which I think is a fabulous idea. I think that's what I'll do. All right, so just like I said, just a little bit in each corner. And especially since we crinkled it, I think it will mostly just disappear. We got crinkles and layers, and you don't want to lay it back flat because then you'll lose your texture. So just layer these triangles. We did triangles last year, but we didn't do vellum. Yeah, that's working out good. I'm loving it. Just a snowy covered tree. Perfect. I love it. So you might want to lay them down just a little more once you get them all where you want them. Love the texture. We'll do another one right beside it. Vellum definitely sticks better to paper than it does other vellum, so you might have to rub it pretty good to get it to stick. But when once you have it in your album, you won't have a problem. I love it. I'm going to punch a couple stars and see what they look like. This is the punch piece by piece mini trio, has a star in it. And last time I looked, it was on Last Chance and it was on sale for pretty cheap. So go check that out on that Last Chance sale. If you spend $140 in the deals section, you get free seasonal gnomes. Let's see how wide this is. I'm going to cut it to 4, of course. It wasn't quite 6, I don't think. I'll just make 4x4s. I recently got a new mat and blade in my trimmer, and I always don't know why I wait so long. Okay, I'm going to put these guys down because I like them a lot. So pretty. Let's tape these down. The plaid really messes with my eyes sometimes. And then I have these I want to use up. Just going to put them down right here. Perfect. And then that sticker strip is done. And do I need a Santa? Ooh. I have a couple Santas. I don't know if I really need them. Oh, I totally will. That guy with his present. Super cute. Love it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed tree number 9. Head there if you need any more information about any of the things we talked about. And I'll see you tomorrow for tree number 10.